Hey guys, welcome to the next episode in Let's Play Football Manager 2013 with Liverpool, and this is how the league looks then in May. We are a couple of games away now. It's a bit all over the place as Chelsea are in second, and I'm sure you've read the title and thought, hang on, I thought it was an FA Cup final, what's going on? We'll get to that. I'm going to explain the process though of forthcoming videos in a moment. As you can see, we have that game in hand. We'll get to that in a moment. Chelsea obviously have only got one game remaining, so if we win that game in hand there, we'll have won the league. Now, it's interesting because, you might think, hang on, you've just come into the Liverpool team that finished 7th, but yet you've won the league. How the hell's that happened? How have you done that? What's going on there? Well, I sort of looked at it as this way, where this squad was actually really good. It was just being used the wrong way. And obviously, I've had the odds, person come in, like Egerton to come in. Obviously, I've utilised the youth a bit better. And generally, it's just been a squad that fit me. No, and obviously, with the ridiculousness of Wallace, obviously adds to that. Where really, it's like, I'm looking at the squad, I'm like, I don't really need to add a whole lot. I mean, I'm probably going to replace O'Brien. I'm probably going to replace them. I'm probably going to overhaul the midfield. I think the midfield certainly needs to be looked at. But other than that, sometimes you just need a change in manager or whatever, and things happen. I mean, okay, let me put it to you this way: when Jose Mourinho came in, of course, at Chelsea back in 04, that squad was not nearly won the league. And similarly, this Liverpool team nearly won the league a couple of seasons ago. Similarly, the Smith Ranieri, Mourinho came in, and he was like, and the first thing he said to the players was like, "We are the best. We are going to win the league." That's what I essentially did. Obviously, I didn't obviously say that. I didn't reach in through the screen and say we are the best, to these strange-looking players. But yeah, that is all you need to do. If you have that great determination in the same way that Jose Mourinho did, you can win the league. I'm sure the same can be said of the likes of Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest. Arsene Wenger's Arsenal, though then again, Arsenal went always that far off where the Alex Ferguson's Man United, then again, Ferguson built up a team, didn't he? And so on. But you get the idea, what I'm trying to say. Carlo Ancelotti at Chelsea as well is another example. Anyway, let's go over the fixtures then. But before we go over the fixtures, I'm going to show you. We've got a few live commentaries to do. So this is the FA Cup final, which we're going to get to in a moment. So if you want to skip ahead and watch that, just go ahead. But obviously, if you want to know how we got here and all that, you can stay if you want. And next game is also going to be live, as we can clinch the title at the Amex. Wouldn't you just know it? Wouldn't you just know it? I mean, if we hadn't played Brighton up here in the Capital One Cup, that would have been incredible. That really would have been amazing. But then we play, of all teams as well, West Bromwich Albion in the Europa League final, but we also happen to play them as the last game on Anfield. Now, if that game is a dead rubber, and we beat Brighton, and it comes down to that last game, it doesn't come down to that last game, we'll skip that one because, as I say, it's a dead rubber, it doesn't mean anything. So, and then we'll skip ahead to the actual game that matters against West Brom, which is the Europa League final. So, yeah, we've got some live commentaries coming up, which I know you wanted. So let's go back then to the where we left off, which was against Millwall. Now, we beat Victoria Pleasant 2-1. I'm not going to show you any of the goals because we want to get to the FA Cup final. I'm sure that's why you're here. Yaya Toure scored 2. We beat Tottenham 3-0. Koulibaly, Toure and Hernandez. He is once again on some ridiculous goal-scoring form, considering he'd never scored for Liverpool this season. I find that to be quite amazing. We also beat Newcastle 3-0 with Nugent, Koulibaly and Hernandez scoring once again. I know, this is unbelievable. Now, we played Crewe in the FA Cup 6th round. Wallace and Goodeve scoring there. Now, the really interesting thing about this was I played the full-on strength team here and was like, right, I'm not taking any shit anymore. I've had enough of your bullshit Crewe. If we look at earlier in the season when we played them, which was, I'm looking around, there they are. In October, we drew 1-1 with them at Anfield. And as you can see, I played the slightly weaker team there. For example, played Wright, played Connolly, played Simpson, Goodeve, Kemp. All these players. I'm not saying that Wallace was playing, but all these players were, fairly young and inexperienced in the first team, and I paid the price for doing that. And incidentally, we went on a nice winning streak, and I learnt my ways. But then, unbelievably, we went to the Alexander Stadium. Is that the real stadium? I don't know. I don't know much about Crewe, and got beat 4-3. Incredible, just incredible. But hopefully you've read about that, but I thought that I'm not taking any more shit from you, crew. We are going to beat you, and beat you we did, 3-1. So that goes through to the FA Cup semi-finals. We then played Fenerbahce in the Europa League second knockout round. Koulibaly got a hat-trick and Yaya Toure chipped in with 2 as we beat them 5-1. That one was just one of those absolute rampaging games, which you're gonna even now. You think this was good? Wait until you see what we've got coming up later. Yeah, Koulibaly, Toure, all of that. It was 4-0 at half time. Just absolutely reckless. Reckless. What's the word? I don't know, just dominating, I suppose. Sort of what it's like. That's what I'd like to see Liverpool do more often. Do what Man United do. They don't stop. They don't rest on their laurels. They go out and they signal to say, look, we are going to come out and we are going to destroy the living shit out of you. We are going to pummel you into the ground. And that's what Man United do most of the time. They don't stop at 2-0. That's what Liverpool do, and I've always have done as far as I've known them. Obviously, I know go back into the 80s and the 70s, when the world was black and white. That they would win, or so as my father always says, they always win. Like for example, we always used to beat Chelsea like 4-5, 6-0 every time we played them. Obviously nowadays that's not the case, but you know what I mean. We then played bloody dog, so I can't disable that dog. That's the most I can do with it. Sorry. Glukov and Toure got us a very vital point at City. If you look here, I'll show you this goal. Then Vadim Glukov, 94th minute, rescuing us a point. I could not believe this. Check out Toure's ball in, Glukov looping over the goalkeeper, and that was just so big. That's what she said. But that was seriously, massive goal. Massive goal. And then I played a slightly weaker team in the Fenerbahce game in Turkey. I knew I could because we were 5-1 up, and even with their away goal, it didn't really matter as they only came out 2-0 winners. I played Han Jae-yoon and Ramiro and Robinson and Ivankovic. They're the player I brought on loan. King had a decent game. Again, if compared to a lot of other people, Don Goody, they're not particularly great. Kemp, though, he's always looking good, and he certainly is one for the future. I'm very excited about. Incidentally, just a point on young youngsters. Sorry, spit that out. A lot of people have been asking if I'm going to buy my son. No, I am not. I can't. Basically, the reason is he is 4.5 to 5-star potential, and Brighton are very unlikely to want to sell him at all. Obviously, if I put in an offer that is just ridiculous, then yes, but I'm not going to pay 10-20 million pounds to my own bloody son. That's terrible, actually. It sounds like I wouldn't pay that much even if he was captured. As if Brighton are holding captive or something. No, but you know what I mean when I say I don't. He's good, but he's not worth that much money. And at the end of the day, he's my son. I will make sure he won't score against me. If the lad ever scores against me, I will. Oh, I don't want to say I'll quit the series because it's going to happen now after I've said that. Anyway, moving on. 3-1. Jocelyn actually got his first couple of goals for the club, and Jude Nugent also scored. We then played Lazio, 1-3-1 as well. Wallace got 2, and Bunjekstad in the quarterfinals, doing really well against Lazio and the Stadio Olimpico, and did quite well. We then won 6-0. I'm getting really pissed off with this doc. I'm going to have to move the results down a bit. Right, there we go. 6-0 against Watford. Now, I should point out about the FA Cup semi-final. Look at the teams in these semi-finals. We had Liverpool, Watford, Chelsea, Man United. I just so happened to get Watford. I've never felt, honestly, when I draw Watford, I watched the draw, and I draw it and went Liverpool first out. I was like, please be Watford, please be Watford, please be Watford. I let out the biggest yes I've ever done, except obviously when you've scored or something, and it was like it was as if we just scored. But look at this. This was just rampaging destruction. We were 5-0 up after 22 minutes. Wallace with a penalty. Nugent then got a quick fire 2. Lacey scored in between that, and Barry Wallace then scored in the 22nd minute. Ramiro then, I would say, wrapped it up, but he got his goal in the 60th minute there, and that led us on to a 6-0 drubbing of Watford. So a fairly easy route to the final, I'm sure you will agree. Bristol City, Shrewsbury, Tottenham was, it wasn't really that hard in fairness. Tottenham are actually okay on this, but they're nowhere near as good as they are in real life now, nowhere near. Alexander in the 6th round, and then Watford. So really not a particularly difficult route. I mean, if we got knocked out by Tottenham, I would have been kicking myself, because that is a ridiculously easy. It's not ridiculously easy, but if you take out Spurs, that is a really easy route. It just is. Anyway, moving on. We also then beat Lazio 3-1. Hernandez, Bresky, and Johnson scoring against the forgotten man, Joshua Johnson. I probably am not going to be renewing his contract. We'll have to wait and see on that one when it comes to him, because I don't think he's actually that great, but he did fairly well there. So that was 3-1. We then also beat West Ham 3-1 at Upton Park. Yusuf Tage, Bunjak, and Wallace scoring. Ipswich 3-1. Torre and Wallace off the bench. I played a weaker team here and regretted that, as I had to bring on the big guns, and they did the job for me. Then we had Millwall, repeat of the Capital One Cup final. Wallace off the bench to rescue a point after Koulibaly had put us in the lead. I think Godoy did not have a particularly good game, so I dropped him very dangerously, actually, for the Europa League semi-finals, which was against, you guessed it, Manchester United. Hernandez with the goal, 9.0, but Barry Wallace, the reason he's obviously 5.5 there is because he scored an own goal, which I think is quite harsh, actually. And admittedly, he didn't have a great game, but it was because he scored an own goal, which was like a lucky deflection. It's kind of harsh. So, that's that. But Hernandez got us a good goal. Fair play to him there. He's been unbelievable this season. And Tom King did himself no problem. What's the word I'm looking for? I've forgotten. He just helped himself with a half-decent performance. So, we're into Old Trafford now with the capacity of 100,000. Can't imagine we're too far away from that in real life. And we got an away goal. So I wasn't too disappointed. We then played Cardiff and won 1-0. Barry Wallace off the bench. So we're having a lot of super subs at the moment. And then we played Manchester United. We came back to Anfield. The forgotten man once again, Joshua Johnson, rescuing us a point. I will show you the highlight of this because this was worth it. On penalties, we beat them. Could have gone either way. It really could have gone either way. But this time, the penalties went our way. So Udrego, I think is how you pronounce it. I have no idea. I realise you're here for the FA Cup final, but these are the highlights. These are the route to the final, so to speak. But that was in 4 minutes, sorry, and that was really a nightmare. We're pressing forward. We just couldn't not find anything there. So I made the decision. If you look, I made the decision to take off Barry Wallace, who was just not doing it. It was just not going his way. It was really, honestly, if you look, number 10, he's on the bench. He's already started the game, but he came off, and I brought Joshua Johnson on. Most boldest decision I've ever made. Honestly, the match chances he had, and in fact, I might even be able to show you. See Wallace. Let's see where the shots. I don't think is it even on here? I don't know. Passes. He's made a fair amount of passes there. I don't actually know what every single one of these mean. But if you do, shot. Look at that. 9 shots he had, and not one of them went in. So kind of just wasn't his day. But Joshua Johnson came on. Also, he had several injuries. Hernandez, Fabio, and Egerton all got injured, which was nice of United. So cheers for that. And I brought on Joshua Johnson with 10 minutes to go, and he repaid me with that. So it's again another step closer to a contract for him. Massive goal there. And then we went straight to the penalty shootout. So Guillermo Bodin, brought in January, he scored. And I think the game is going to slow up this time, which is better because I can't be doing another one of these fast commentaries. And Koef just about squeezing that one in there. Very, very close indeed. I was celebrating that as he hit the post, but no, it bounced back in. Joshua Johnson there with a nice penalty. Again, another step closer to the contract for him. And then Godoy with the save of Patton. Big save. Yusuf Tage scoring. Going to the goalkeeper's left. And that put us, I think it was 3-1 up. Anderson with a very nice penalty. Incidentally, that is not the Brazilian Anderson. Obviously, it's a different spelling for starters, but just a wondering in case. Villaro with a very, very nice penalty, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. I'm still deciding on him as well. I don't know what to do with him. Here's Smart's penalty. I think he had to score there to keep Man United in, and he did indeed. And then Yaya Toure with the chance to win it, and he most certainly powered it down the middle and gave us the victory into the Europa League final, which is being held in Seville. Yeah, so there you go. And that was the latest game. And obviously, the players are going to be a little bit tired. They were playing on the Thursday, in a full 120 minutes and a penalty shootout against Manchester United. Now they've got to play an FA Cup final against Chelsea, who are not too far behind us at all. I imagine they're going to be quite fresh. We then have to play Brighton on the Wednesday, and then I think that will I'm going to give them a week off. I hopefully want to be able to give them a week off before we play before West Brom in the Europa League final. So let's get to it then. In fact, I will show you picking a team here. Obviously, as you can see, the reason we're playing Brighton on the Wednesday is because of this game. As you can see, I've even had to make sure to rest them. To do this, incidentally, if you're wondering how to make everyone rest or whatever, or this is a real game-changing feature, I reckon. If you don't know about it, go to your calendar or wherever it is in the full game, and there should be a drop-down arrow. It'll be here. You can only do it on this this tab here for the calendar, and it's got to be at 9. It's got to be in the morning, basically. Or actually, no, it doesn't have to be in the morning, but I think it works best when it's in the morning. There'll be a tab here, and it should say, instead of go on holiday, it should say rest all players. That's to say it's only on that tab. It's not there now because it's 3 o'clock and there's a game coming. But there should be a tab there. If you click that, it'll say rest all players, and you can, for example, if you're a like a semi-amateur, semi-pro. That's the one, semi-pro, or in Championship or League One or whatever, and there's an international call up, whatever, and 1 or 2 of your players have gone off to play for Northern Ireland or something, but the rest of your players are still at the club. What you do is you send them all on rest for 7 days, and you can all just rest then. And I mean, okay, I wouldn't recommend doing 7 days unless your players are genuinely jaded as hell. But other than that, no, I would not recommend using that. I would recommend maybe 2 or 3 days. Usually that's enough for most pro footballers. So I'm going to pick the team here. I'm going to ask Colin Pascoe to pick it. What I like to do is just let it just helps, especially when the players are a bit tired like this as well. I like to let them pick it there, and then just fiddle around with it. So I think I might be playing Han Jae-yoon over Ramiro. I mean, look at that look up for a centre back to have an average rate. In fact, they're just general defence. Robertson 7.7. That's impressive for a 33-year-old bought in for £5,000. Han Jae-yoon 7.9. A low blood at centre back, for God's sake, on loan. 7.98 from Gulkov. Incredible performance from him this season. He's been phenomenal. And Yusuf Tage there to 7.8. That is obviously in his last 5 games, but that's always good to see. Godoy is not in good form. I'm tempted to play King. Godoy is in some terrible form. Really not good. And I think I'm going to play Yaya Toure because I'm a bit mental like that. He's in good form. Jude Nugent and Barry Wallace, though, are not. So I think I might not play Nugent. I think what I might actually do is just play the usual formation of Wallace as an inside forward and Koulibaly as an advanced forward. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Potentially have super sub again, Joshua Johnson there on the bench. Right, so I think that's it. We've got all the stuff set. Let's do it. So if you have skipped ahead, then welcome back, I suppose. And yeah, this is the FA Cup final then. Chelsea vs Liverpool. It's a repeat of the 2012 final. And incidentally, they have not faced each other in an FA Cup final since. So look at that. Second, they got top goal scorer. Hopefully, won't be second. Barry Watts will score a hat trick. Is Brackley. A Brackley player. Looking at the Chelsea team here, we've got McDonald, who's a great player. He's been all over. He was at Liverpool at one time. Who's on loan. We've got Jaman, who's a good player. Kostrov, I can't say no. Hopefully, I won't. Hopefully, I still won't know who he is at the end of the game. Cernan's a good player. Albert's a good player. He's been there for a while. Chris Teg is a good player. He's getting on a bit now. He's 34, but he's a real player. And one potentially for the future. But enough talking. Let's do it then. This is the FA Cup final. Chelsea vs Liverpool from Wembley. Here we go. Now, again, I'm going to leave it on control. Now, the reason I do have on control is because that's the one. I think it should be on control anyway. Yeah, that's the one the players are most familiar with. I usually do like it to keep it at standard, but because the players are now more familiar with control, as the formation and the tactic and all that as control, I usually just leave it as control. And, well, Silver going close, I said with air commas there. Commas, what am I saying? What are they called? For fuck's sake, my memory's terrible. Anyway, let's concentrate on the game. Stop rambling and stuff. Wallace with a terrible free kick there. Did not clear the first man. And again, I just like to give it 5 or 10 minutes just to weigh up and see what the game's like. Here's McDonald coming in. Oh dear, you can't give Paul McDonald that amount of room. It's an absolute scramble, and Kostrov has put it in. Oh dear me. Oh no, it hasn't. It has been disallowed. Kostrov backed into the goalkeeper. That looked harsh. And now Wojtek Tobias is injured. Oh, isn't that phenomenal? But injuries all over the place at the moment. Well, I guess Mikulic is going to have to come on. That is not good at all. Well, so we had several injuries against United, and there's Barry Wallace. Oh my goodness me, the goalkeeper was not moving there at all. And well, admittedly it went over, and he must have knew it was going over. But oh wow, you know, you just get a little bit excited because you see the goal gaping and the ball going towards it, and you think, oh, hang on. I should point out as well, the reason I'm playing it in 2D still is because 3D looks like utter shit on this. It lags everywhere. You can't really see what's going on, to be honest, and I'd rather play it in 2D, as a lot of people still prefer 2D Classic. So yeah, just to point that out. Here's Barry Wallace with another shot. He is looking dangerous. He is already looking better than he did against Manchester United in the semi-finals the other day. Ooh, so an interesting start then, halfway through the first half. Both teams having chances. Chelsea with a harsh disallowed goal, so says the game. But no, we've come back into it since. Tobias has been injured, which is a bit of a shame. But we've got Mikulic, who has come on. He's only on loan, of course, but maybe we could buy him in the next window. I don't know. You can't give Chris Tig that much room. It's McDonald. Oh my goodness, he's hit the post. You cannot come closer. And that was a dangerous ball from Tage. They're playing it down. Oh, we don't want to do that there, do you? I mean, that was terrible. Right, okay, well, what we're going to do, Chelsea are coming on to us way too much here, so what I'm going to do is pause that for a sec, get some shouts on the go. We'll pass the feet first, just to, improve the just general possession count. I reckon, don't want to push higher up yet. I'd say play wide to get it to Wallace and Bunjak. They're incredibly dangerous players on the day. And, in fact, even clear ball to flanks, on the off chance that one of these will pick it up, and they do have blistering pace, these two on the sides there, Wallace and Bunjak. Here we go with Mikulic's header. Koulibaly just loses total control of the ball there. I don't know what he was doing. I suppose he got outnumbered by the Chelsea defenders. Nice ball up to McDonald, to be fair. Serna injured as well, so there's plenty of injuries going around at the moment. Must be something going on at the moment, or maybe just over exhaustion. I don't know. Let's hope there isn't a World Cup coming soon, because 10 players are going to be fucked. And Chris taking him with a shot. Tom King looking okay at the moment. So there's about 10 minutes to go till half time. Very cagey affair. Barry Wallace then on this free kick straight down the mouth of Koval. Not the best free kick in the world. I suppose at least it was on the target. I'll give him that. Koulibaly needs to challenge the keeper. That's better. Oh, McDonald's broken away here. He's got away from... Oh, dear me. Where were the defenders? Well, in fairness, it just sped up. Right, we are going to have to go attacking now, because we need the goal, obviously. And, well, where were the defenders there? I know that the pace of the game just suddenly sped up with that flick on. But, let's see, it was route one, really. I mean, it was Silva's header. And no, dear, Tage's not close enough at all. Nowhere near close enough. Why is he there, and why is Gluck up? Oh dear. Yeah, I think I don't want to push higher up yet, because that is quite dangerous, having that and attacking, because that really does give. It's like you're going overload without going overload. Because as you know, if you ever press overload on this, it basically means. Oh, hang on. Oh, Barry Wallace with another poor free kick. He's been in some poor form lately, hasn't he? Really has been. Well, by his standards, yeah, look, really not good. Koulibaly's been dreadful. What was I say? Yeah, we'll have one shot on target, and that was the Barry Wallace free kick, which was terrible. Right, well, things are certainly not working. This is the part of the time when people just say, haha, you're shit. I don't have to bring on Nugent and take off Koulibaly. Well, the problem is, anytime it's weird, because I changed him from poacher to AF, but the game still recommends him to be a poacher, but I don't think that. I still think he's better as an AF, but I don't know what to make. I'll change him to poacher, and we'll see. I don't know what to do with Wallace, though. I reckon advanced playmaker. This is interesting. I've never done this before. Advanced playmaker on the wing. What's Mikulic's best? He's an advanced playmaker. I might as well put him as the AP then. And we'll try Wallace as a winger. let's just see what happens. And I think attacking as well. Let's get all the front people here attacking. And clearly, I think hang on. There's something of voltage is kind of annoying me. Hang on. Let's see. Creative freedom. I'm going to slow down his creative freedom because that was annoying. And there was something else he was kind of irritating me with. Why are we on zonal marking as well? I think that's our problem. We're on zonal marking. I didn't even know that. Well, why is it swap position? None. I'm going to make sure it's none because he swapped position with Glukov and that pretty much cost us the goal. And incidentally, yes, that is the tactic. It is job wing abuse, or at least I try to use wing abuse. Right, okay, so I've made a few changes there. Let's do it for the second half. I've just given Tage a slight dressing down. Well, the equivalent to a dressing down on FMC, as there is no team talk, which is something I would like to see if they are going to reintroduce this format in FM14. I'd like maybe a little bit more detail. I mean, not that much. I think it's fine the way it is. It just needs maybe a little bit more player interaction. I think that is a little better. And there, Jack Robinson. Oh, and Paul McDonald's coming in again. And that's just hoofed away by Han Jae-eun. Yeah, we're really struggling here to cope with them. This is what happens when your probably plays a bit tired as well. Glukov getting her away, obviously having just gone through 120 minutes worth of football. Oh, and Jack Robinson almost off the line virtually. Alright, here we go. Counter-attack maybe. Because Barry Wallace is very, very capable. He can take them all on his own. And he goes backwards. What are you doing, man? It's one of my pet hates about the current Liverpool team. And that's going to go all the way to Bunja. And Koulibaly has done it. He's got the equaliser from nothing. I thought, what on earth was this ball? I think it was Wallace to Bunjak. And I thought, that's gone out of play. But he somehow makes it, yeah. Wallace's ball, it goes... I don't know what this player is doing here. Just totally misjudges it. And Koulibaly puts us back in the lead. Back level, sorry. So I'm so used to saying in the lead nowadays that it becomes second nature. And now we're having a few cards come out now for the game. And this is kind of predictable now. Oh dear. You don't want to... Oh, and King with a save. Oh. Well, dear, you don't want to be giving too many free kicks like that away. But yeah, it kind of gets predictable where the game seems to clump all the yellow cards together. I don't know what it is. It can't just produce like where... There can't be a segment where someone just gets booked and that's it. There'll be like 5 players get booked at once or something. It's kind of predictable, to be honest. It gets a little bit boring. There's one thing I will say about this game. Right, and now they have an injury. God, it's really racking them up now, isn't it? God. And another injury. Oh my God, what's going on? And now there's another yellow card. Game's going a bit crazy. Right. Who's tired? Torre is kind of tired. He's not badly tired, but he is tired. I don't know who to bring on yet. I think we might have to take Torre off in a bit and bring on Johnson. Because just to preserve him, because we do have another final coming up and obviously a game against Brighton which could decide the title. Oh dear, what are you doing? It's again facing the wrong way. And as I say previously, that was a kind of a thing I don't like about the current Liverpool team. What a good save from Tom King that was. We do like to piss around at the back in real life Liverpool. It has cost us many points. I mean, I realise, obviously keep possession, pass and move and all that. But sometimes it does do your head. And here's Yaya Toure. He's getting forwards. I thought he was maybe going to go down there. Challenge from Pascal was coming in. No, but chance for Yusuf Tage. And Koulibaly has got to be offside, surely, yes. He was virtually in the net. There was no way that was not going to be... Oh my God. That was one of the worst piece of positioning I've ever seen. We're growing in strength though. Mikulic has picked up an injury. It doesn't matter. Koulibaly. Oh no. Right, Mikulic is gonna. No. Sod it. He's staying on. He's staying on. Bunjak's corner. We really don't want another batch of extra time. That would not suit us at all. Especially with a final coming up and a potential title decider. Torre with a flick on. There's no one there though, and German put that out for a corner. I don't know why he did not need to anyway, but Torres, and Han Jae-eun, with an interesting header. Silva. Oh, we've got 5 minutes to go here. Silva puts the ball back across. Kostrov and King again with a save. He really should have scored there though. I reckon now, I don't want to take Torre off, but I'm kind of being forced into it because I've got to preserve him. I might, I'll take him off for Johnson. Prove to me again that you are the super sub and that you deserve a contract renewal. Australian, come on. Right, There's 4 minutes of added time. It's not going to play any of them, is it? Oh no, we've got it here. We've got possession. That's a good thing. But King's just going to hoof it up now. That's never good. Oh dear, what were you doing there, man? And it's going to fall to Kostrov. No way. Oh dear, that's a terrible... Not far wide! Are you serious? That was so far wide that was going to get pulled into Jupiter's gravitational pull. That was dreadful. Oh my days, what's this game on? That's why you don't ever trust the commentator on this game. He just chats so much shit. Right, Joshua sort of wins it. But again, giving away. Possession is... Oh dear. Oh, we had to foul. I thought Glukov would give away a foul there. Oh, it's getting very tense now. 1 minute to go. Final chance, surely. And Villaro again with an interesting ball that does not really come off. It's again giving reason as to why I want to get rid of him. Van Boxtel. An interesting name. Again, lots of interesting things going on. Right, 30 seconds. Bunjak needs to make a move. Mikulic. Johnson. Do something. Prove to me that you deserve a contract. It's... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that kind of says it all, really. Well, a very, very fascinating game. 1-1 at half-time. Sorry, at full-time. We certainly bounced back into that. Chelsea still having the more shots on target, but we certainly at least have moved our shots up into double figures now. Kostrov, yeah, look at that. 5.8, not great from him. Wallace, though. Oh, I don't know. One thing I'm tempted to do is do this. But Koulibaly, I really don't know what to do. Let's put Johnson out there and Wallace. Keep him as an inside forward. Well, certainly Koulibaly is a poacher. We're going to leave it at that now. I don't know. I think I'm probably going to have to bring on... It'll probably be Nugent. I will bring on probably... If it's still 1-1 in 110 minutes, then I'll bring him on. I don't know who for, though. I don't know where to take Wallace off again. Because bizarrely, it kind of worked against United. I know it was ridiculous, I know, but it kind of worked. Taking Barry Wallace off, taking off the talisman, one of the best players I've ever seen on the game, and we actually got the equaliser. Although then again, he was having an absolute nightmare. And Johnson got a very valuable goal from that. There he is now on the ball anyway, Barry. He's played in Koulibaly. Ooh, chance there. Anyway, Johnson trying to cut inside. Oh, he's got past German, and oh... I think is it just German? There's an accent on the A, so I can't imagine it's German. Doesn't make any sense at all. Right, so 100 into the hundreds now, and we are going to go all the way. I imagine that is going to signal, unless we have one final chance here. Yeah, one final chance at the end of the first half of extra time. Bunjak's got away from his man. Johnson coming in with a paltry header. That was awful. Oh dear, he's got to do better than that. Real chance there. And now we're into half-time and extra time. It is getting more and more tense by the minute. Oh boy. Right, I said I'd make one sub. I'd say I'll make it in the 110th minute. Probably going to do that in a minute. Good job Torre didn't play, because he would have been dead by now. Haven't played 120 minutes nearly. Probably he will have had to have played. Yeah, good job I took him off. Bunjak, oh, not the best touch in the world. Although I can see what he's trying to do there when he took it away from the player. Right, here we go. The problem is bringing him off as well. In fact, one thing I might do is bring on someone who's a penalty specialist. I know it sounds stupid. And so we'll see this highlight out. It's Blanchard. Ooh, okay, very down by Villaro there. Right, what we're going to do is just go on the tactics and we're going to have a look at penalty takers. Right. Who is not on? Bresky is the best penalty taker who is currently not on. And who do I take off? Koulibaly. Yeah, we're gonna do something crazy. We're gonna take off Koulibaly, the goal scorer, for Walter Bresky, who I'm probably gonna get rid of because I don't think he's that great. And Mikulic can go there, and Bresky plays as he plays an AP as well. Okay, Mikulic will also then play as an attacking midfielder. I want to keep it as attacking because we're doing quite well in attacking, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I think the game's locking up now. Don't do this to me, come on. Right, okay, 110 minutes, I told you we'd do it. Let's go to the pitch, God. In fact, I think what we might do is go to standard because, yeah, look at this type of shit's happening now. Lukov needs to get in there on Kostrov. Look at the amount of yellow cards, there's yellow names everywhere. Oh, Krisatek, oh, not the best shot from him. I almost kind of want a penalty shootout now because the tension is so unbearable. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute to go, in fact, and we have possession free kick inside our own half. Mikulic. Oh, no, he's injured, but we'll have to see how he does and see how available he will be for the Europa League final. Just almost like, just keep on. Oh dear, don't do that. Albert's man on there, but Bunjak with the ball. He's going to get into the box. Oh, Wallace was coming into Villaro. Oh, Wallace was waiting. Would have been a tap in for him. Robinson. Come on, don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything stupid like that. Oh, come on, 120th minute. That's surely not. Bresky, though, good tracking back from him. Well played from him there. Oh, Mikulic losing the ball. That's better, though, from Villaro. This is just so tense. Johnson got a bit of grass to run into here. Oh, dear. I don't know what that was. A terrible touch. But he's won a throw-in. Germain had to put it out. Surely the last chance of the game. Oh, Villaro, come on. Got to get the ball in the box. You've got to get the ball in the box. Stop fanning around with it. What are you doing? Johnson. Wallace! Oh, Johnson again, still. It's going to break. Oh, I thought Wallace was coming in. Why didn't he attack the ball? And we've got a free kick. I thought that was... Oh my goodness me. Oh, the ball's bouncing around all over the place. Last chance. It's Zoran Bunjak with this free kick. Oh, and he came close, and it will go to a penalty shootout. Oh, my goodness me. Well, we certainly did not have the best of the first half, but we certainly did really come back strongly there after the tactical change with the second half. So let's throw it in now. I suppose I should just auto-pick. That would make the most sense. Fine, yeah, I think that makes the most sense, to be honest. Fine, let's do it. So, Barry Wallace first up then. I think it'll be Fraud. It depends who's taken first. Don't actually know. It doesn't say. And yes, it will be Chelsea play first. It's going to be Kostrov first up against Tom King. In fact, before we do that, I'm going to slow it down just to... during highlights, I'll just slow it down by a couple of notches there. Right, Kostrov first up for Chelsea. Here we go. The penalty shootout in the FA Cup final 2027. It's Kostrov. Oh, good penalty. Goalkeeper did not even move. Ugh. Why is the goalkeeper all the way over there? It was weird. Anyway, Barry Wallace, Liverpool captain. Nice. Very, very nice. Well, he's been in poor form lately. Could have scored the winner at the end there. But Barry Wallace there. Very nice. 1-1 after one penalty each. Paul McDonnell, former player of Liverpool, on a yellow card, and he smashes that right down the middle. Tom King diving to his left. Just realised, yeah, the goalkeeper I bought in for £750,000 as a backup. Right, Joshua Johnson. Nice penalty again from the Aussie. He's done nothing wrong. You know, since he's come back into the team after his injury. Told him he's getting a new contract. Right, Kosic for Chelsea. I don't believe it. Tom King saves it. Oh, the goalkeeper brought in for £750,000 to act as a backup to Francisco Godoy. Walter Bresky. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, there's a reason why I wanted to get rid of him. I brought him on for this particular reason, and he's failed me. Oh, dear. Blanchard for Chelsea. Still 2-2. Oh, and Tom King saves it again. Unbelievable. Oh, my God. Really good penalty save as well. Right, Yusuf Tej. I don't believe this. Surely it's not going to be 2-2 still after this one. Tej with a shot, and he gets it past the goalkeeper. That is 3-2. Now it really is sudden death. This is it then. I don't really lose. I think I've won more penalty shots than I've lost. But here's Chris Tig for Chelsea. If he misses, we win. No, he scores. But now it all falls down to this one masked man here. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Villaro, former Arsenal player, the Spanish centre midfielder. Can put his name into the headlines, into lights, and yes, he has. That is an FA Cup victory. We have the domestic cup double. Woo! Wow. Rui Silva, man of the match, whatever, who cares? Not the best performance in the world from our players, but who cares? Well, that's a lie. I think if you'll take into the overall match into account, but second half and extra time, we pretty much dominated it. And, well, what a good game that was. What a really good game. Enthralling game. Let's see. The back four doing a really good job, especially in the second half and extra time. They're all on ratings of 8 or more. Tom King, as I say, the backup goalkeeper brought in from Crystal Palace for £750,000. The hero with 2 penalty saves and a match rating of 7.5. What a find he's been. Oh, Koulibaly, well, he started out as an advanced forward, made a change at half-time, moved into his more prominent poacher role, and you know what he did? Barry Wallace, well, he scored, didn't he? Barry Wallace grew into that game. He had a poor start, but he got stronger and stronger, finishing with a good penalty at the end there. Well, what a good game that was. Enthralling. World-renowned. Achievement unlocked. Excellent. There you go. Jump the kill, one of the best ever. You see, this is it's like, you know what that's like when everyone starts singing happy birthday to you and you don't know what to do. You know, when you're around in a party, that's what that's like. That's a double, so a domestic cup double, but there is more still. We could have the domestic treble potentially. Wellington, of course, who is one of the more potential, real high potential players on this game, was brought by Liverpool, of course. If you watch this. The Brighton save, as you can see, brought in for £21.5 million and spent a nice 4 or 5 years at Liverpool. So, yeah, Swansea incidentally brought him in. Bit weird. Right, let's check out the casualties. Mikulic is out for 3 weeks. That's pretty much the end of the season. Tobias is out for 2 weeks. That's pretty much the season. Chelsea paid the penalty. Well, there you go then. Question from the Daily Post. These are just such crap questions. And so there you go, that's the bonus for the payout, £1 million. Damn. That's the 8th FA Cup, so we have won that out of my range at least once more. I think we've... Oh no, sorry, that's the first time actually on this save that Liverpool have won the FA Cup. We just have a look at that. Let's have a look at the history, and that's the first time they've won it. Or at least since they came second. Look at that. Of course, it beat them in 2022, and Chelsea beat. Of course, that was wow. They've only got to one final. Wow. And of course, since 2006, so 21 years for an FA Cup win. That's way too long. Anyway, moving on now. We move swiftly on to the next game, which just so happens to be at the Amex Stadium. Now, if you told me a few weeks ago that I would be winning the title here at the Amex, I would just went, oh, so I win it at home. That's kind of nice. No. You win it with Liverpool at Brighton. Mohamed Atalay is doubtful, and Jane, of course, is ineligible since he is on loan from Liverpool. And 5 players are out injured. Oh, dear. It's like a bloody battlefield. Right, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a fascinating game. I really enjoyed the commentary. Hope you did too. And I will be back then with the potential title winning game here, hopefully, as I once again go back to the Amex for the second time this season, with the possibility of wrapping up the title at my old club. Couldn't have written that, could you? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.